What's up guys, it's Rowan here from AOSTV. When my sister was in year 12, she had no clue what she wanted to do when she finished school. And so she asked me for advice. And I told her, you know what, you should take a gap year. I regret not doing a gap year because I had no clue what I wanted to do. I thought I wanted to be a lawyer, I got there, I didn't like it. Take a gap year, it'll be a fantastic opportunity for you to get some life experience, get to know yourself better, and then make a more informed decision. Now fast forward 2 weeks, my sister sat down at the dinner table and dropped the bomb on my parents. And that was that she had decided to go to the Air Force for a year as a gap year. So to go to the military. And for my parents, that was like, oh, whoa, what on earth is going on? And then my parents asked her, well, you know, why are you going there? And she said, well, you know, Rowan recommended I take a gap year. So, you know, my parents then wanted to kill me. But in all seriousness, my sister actually was thinking about her gap year the right way. She was looking at how she could maximize the experiences that she could have, maximize the skills that she could learn in the shortest period of time, so that she could actually get to know herself better, understand who she was, and get more clarity on life beyond school. So when it comes to thinking about your gap year, there's certainly some things you should think about if you're considering not going straight to university or further study. And so in this video, what I'm going to share with you is a couple of simple things that you can do to help you think more critically and intentionally about a gap year so that you can make it an incredibly valuable experience. Let's jump in and find out what these strategies are so that you can make a gap year freaking amazing. So when I ask students, what are you going to do with life after school? And they say, I want to take a gap year. I ask them, well, why? You know, what's your thinking behind a gap year? And often, you know, the reasons are, well, I've had enough studying. I want to take some time out. 2, I've got no freaking clue what I want to do. 3, I'd love to travel and I'd love to, you know, work out what I want to do with my life, and I'm going to use a gap year to do that. Great. But then I dig a little bit further and I say, well, okay, awesome. What's your gap year going to look like? What's the plan? What are you going to be doing? What are you going to be doing for work? Where are you going to be traveling? And they look at me with like a blank face. Like, I don't know, like I'll maybe travel for Europe, or maybe go work at Bunnings or like a retail. And the point of this is that very quickly what I start to realize is that there's been very little thinking about what the gap year looks like. It's just, they don't know what they want to do. They don't want to have to do the hard thinking about university just yet. And it's like, cool, I'm going to delay all of that and I'm just going to take a gap year. But the work hasn't really happened to really understand how you can make the most of that gap year. So I want to throw a challenge to you. If you are thinking of a gap year is an amazing opportunity where you get to design your life. That's right. Now, to be honest, we're all designers of our own lives, and we can do it at any point. But often we don't get the time and space to be able to do it. And a gap year is a really fantastic opportunity for you to be intentional about designing the experiences that you want to have. So I have 2 simple strategies or actions that you can take to help you design your gap year and therefore actually turn it from a pipe dream into something that's a reality that's going to happen for you. And the first question is a really simple one. I want you to sit down, do some research, and I want you to write what are 3 skills that you want to learn on your gap year. Because a gap year should also be about learning. It's not just to go on, you know, go on a Kentucky tour of Europe and have lots of fun, although sure, go and do that as well, right? It's actually about learning some things. So that's the first thing, 3 skills you want to learn, because it's also going to ensure that at the end of that journey, you're also more employable. You've got more opportunities, because that's really what a gap year should be about, creating opportunities for you. And the second strategy is a really simple one as well. I want you to sit down and I want you to brainstorm a list of 5 experiences you want to have, right? So that could be travel, it could be, you know, a type of job experience, it could be, you know, an experience of learning something new, sure, right? It could be, you know, learning a new language, whatever, right? So there's an overlap between skills and experiences, but I want you to think about what are 5 experiences that you have and be really specific about them. Now, once you've got these, what you can then do is you can then actually start to identify, well, what is it going to cost to do this, right? How do I fund this? Okay, great. And once you've worked out cost, you can then start having a consideration around, okay, well, how do I fund this? Do I work? What sort of job do I get? And then once you've identified that, you can then also start planning, when are you going to do these? And so I'd really encourage you then to map out, right, skills that you're going to start learning, right? 4 months per skill, or however you want to break it up. And then for your 5 experiences, when you're going to engage and have these experiences throughout the gap year. Because this way, you're intentionally designing an incredible experience for yourself over your gap year. So it's really, really simple. Now, my final sort of suggestion for you is, if you are going to take a gap year, don't put too much pressure on yourself to answer the question of what on earth am I going to do with my life after this gap year. And that's because the more pressure you put on yourself, the less likely you are to actually get clarity on what it is. It's much better instead to come at it from the position of what skills and experiences do I want to have, and then let those skills and experiences take you on a journey as they open up opportunities for your life beyond your gap year and beyond school. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. We'd love to help you as you think about navigating a gap year, or in answering that big question of what on earth are you going to do with your life when you finish school. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. We're bringing videos every single week. Let us know what else you'd like to see in these videos in the comments below. I will see you next week.